Welcome to In the 661 Youth Voices for Kern, where we talk about issues that are of relevance to our community, but particularly things that are interesting to the young people here in Kern County. Manpreet Kaur, did I pronounce that right?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't want to butcher your last name, is with the Jakara Movement here in Kern County. Manpreet, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So let me first start with an interesting thing that I think a lot of people don't know about, a Punjabi language course that's now being offered at a local high school. How did that come about? First off, I should say it's at Ridgeview High School, is that right?
Yes.
How did that come about?
So we started the process of exploring how to bring a new foreign language course to Ridgeview High School, where we see probably the most populated school with the most Punjabi students that are in attendance, and in that southwest area where we see the highest concentration of Punjabis. So the community is very much present in that area. So we thought, why not introduce something absolutely new to not only Bakersfield, but also Kern High School District. And of course, Kern High School Board Trustee Jeff Flores, he was very supportive of this. And with that, we were able to introduce a new language course, and the Principal Holmes, was very much on board and very supportive. And so we were able to explore the option of starting a new course where we teach it as a formal course where the students can come to school, learn their language, see that they are a part of the fabric of even their campus, and their identity is recognized, their diversity is recognized, and is celebrated through a course.
So operationally, you guys were looking for a teacher to teach this course. How hard was it finding a teacher that could actually teach it in a formal way, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we are looking for a teacher to teach the course, a Punjabi course, and that can be anyone who is, well versed in the language. And so that has been what we're kind of in the process of doing. But there are Punjabi language courses throughout the state, so there are models that we were able to follow.
I think it's probably interesting to know, and I didn't know this, statistically, Punjabi is the third most spoken language in the city of Bakersfield, is that right?
It is, yeah. So Punjabi is the third most spoken language here in Bakersfield and in many parts of actually the Central Valley. And we were able to kind of see that through the census data that was when Punjabi was actually reported for the first time in December of 2017.
So that was the first time that was an option on the census?
That was the first time the data was disaggregated. So
Okay.
Punjabi was kind of put into another category, and when we kind of challenged the census, we were like, hey, there's large numbers of Punjabis living throughout California, throughout the state, the United States. How can we find out what those numbers really look like? And so then we were able to really disaggregate that data. And on the next census, it will be an option.
It will be an actual box to check on when
box.
we do the next census.
Yes.
How many, in your mind though now, approximately do you think Sikh members and folks who speak Punjabi, how many people in that community do you think there are in Bakersfield?
In Bakersfield, we would estimate from anywhere from 35 to 40,000. That's at least an estimate that we've kind of seen that's reported.
And your organization, the Jakara Movement, has also been part, and there's been a movement recently to rename a park. Tell me about that.
Yes. So we started this movement, this initiative to rename Stonecreek Park, which falls in that same area, right around Ridgeview High School, right around that southwest Bakersfield community where we see a very large Punjabi Sikh population. But that's not the only reason why we, have chosen to change the name of a landmark. We see that as a way in which communities are really represented, are celebrated when we're seen in our communities, where we see buildings named after people that were significant in our community, whether it's a park where the community gathers. And there's been, massive support for it as well, and we've kind of seen that we hope that even becomes an example for other communities as well to kind of search for a way in which our communities really reflect the people that live there. And so we're naming it after, or at least trying to name it after, Jaswant Singh Khalra, who was a Sikh human rights activist who lost his life actually documenting the atrocities that were happening against the Sikh community within India and within Punjab, which is actually why most, if not a large majority of Sikhs actually resettled in parts of the United States like Bakersfield was due to his work. And so they were able to escape, the atrocities and, gain that political asylum and resettle here and start their lives. So as an ode, as a thank you to him and recognizing the Sikh community, we've really tried to push for that initiative.
And so how's that coming? Are you getting any pushback, if you will, against people who say, let's just keep it's always been named Stonecreek Park. Let's keep it Stonecreek Park.
Yeah.
And what do you say if you're hearing that? What is your response to that?
We have heard that pushback, and so our pushback is, well, why not? Why not see some change? Why not bring something absolutely new and something that, if not sell it, so what we've heard is, why this name? Why this person? Why not this? And so we say, I'll be the first one to be there when, we rename it for something else or someone else, whether, whatever the other pushback has been, or, some of the other questions have been as to why we're even doing this. We say that, this is some change that we see as positive, and it being from our youth, we really see it as our youth wanting to see themselves reflected in the community, and, for it being something for generations that they'll be able to kind of look back at.
What does it mean to the community? I mean, because I'm trying to think, when you think Bakersfield, right, we've got Buckowin's Crystal Palace. They just renamed the post office after Merle Haggard. What does it mean to the Sikh community to see their name on a park in an area of town where a lot of them live?
So I think for the Sikh community, where the Sikh community might be known for hate crimes that happen against them, the Sikh community is known to be hardworking. We'd actually also like the Sikh community to be known as people that believe in human rights, believe in justice, believe in equality, and believe in all of these things that are represented through somebody who is like Shaheed Jaswant Singh Khalra. And so I think the Sikh community, that would mean that real recognition, of feeling as though they are definitely part of the fabric of a community, rather than always on the outside, rather than always being ostracized, rather than always being the victim of a hate crime. This celebrates a Sikh. This celebrates someone, a community, for being here for many years, but also a growing community, because we see that our numbers are growing here locally. So how do we celebrate this? I think this is, reflected in a landmark that is named in honor of the Sikh community as well.
All right, Manpreet, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks for joining us on In the 661, Youth Voices for Current.